repent, the end is near. Is it though? I mean, how far is it really? Maybe it's not so near. Who knows? I don't. I mean, I guess the end is near is relative to who you are and what's going on in your life. And I guess for some of us, the end is near could be tomorrow, but for some of us, it could be next year or even 10 years or the end of a lifetime. I don't know. I mean, how near is far and how far is the end is near? The Bible tells this story in Matthew chapter 25 about these 10 ladies. And these 10 ladies were waiting on this guy called the bridegroom. And when he got into town, they were going to have this big party, this big celebration. There's going to be food and lots of people there. And these ladies had these lamps and they were filled with oil. And as the evening came, they waited. And the night came and they waited and they turned their lights on. And they waited and waited and waited. Until they fell asleep and their lights went dim, their lights went out. And at midnight there was this yell, right? The bridegroom is coming, the bridegroom is coming, he's in town, he's on his way. And they begin to wake up and they begin to light their lamps and turn up the wicks. And 5 of these ladies that were waiting had brought extra oil, but the other 5, as their lamps had burned out earlier in the night, their oil ran out. And they didn't have any oil to light their lamps now. And so they looked at the other 5 and they said, "You brought extra oil. Can we borrow some?" And the 5 ladies who had brought extra said, "I'm sorry, there's only enough for us to use. You're going to have to go buy some." And so the 5 who didn't bring extra oil, they turned away and they went to go buy oil quickly before this bridegroom guy arrived where they were waiting. And while they were gone buying, he came. And they went into this house and they shut the door behind them, he with the 5 ladies and all the other people who were waiting. And when the other 5 who had gone to buy their oil returned, they found the door shut, locked. They couldn't get in and they knocked on the door. And someone answered and said, "Who are you? I don't know who you are." And they couldn't get in. They couldn't get into this celebration. They couldn't get into this party. See, most of us have probably seen this sign or heard these words. The end is near. The end is coming. Repent. Turn to God. Humble yourself. Do these things. I mean, honestly, I've heard it my whole life. All of it. And I have yet to see the end. I have yet to see this all just fall apart. But if I'm honest with you, the end is closer today than it was yesterday. And the end is closer now than it was when I started this video. I mean, the end could be at any moment. Who knows? Jesus could come back at any time. At the end of that story in Matthew 25:13, it says, "Keep watch, for you do not know the day or the hour of his return." See, I was wondering what this sign has to do with that story. And it just came to me that we need to be prepared. We need to be prepared. See, there were 5 ladies in that story who were prepared to wait the entire night. They were prepared for the long period of darkness that may come. But there were another 5 who weren't prepared to endure. They weren't prepared to wait all night. They were just prepared to last as long as they felt like they needed to. And we don't know how far the end is, but we need to be spiritually prepared to last. Prepared for temptation that may come our way. Prepared for difficulties, for times of trouble, for times of hardship. We need to be spiritually ready for those moments, because those moments are going to come and you'll be tested. And will you have what it takes to make it all the way through? Or will your light run out? So here's what being prepared looks like, right? First, believe in Jesus. Believe that he loves you. Accept his forgiveness, his love, his grace in your life. And secondly, Begin living like this is the end. Live for now like he's coming back now. That's what this sign means. He could come back now. We don't know. Pray and ask God to help you with the behaviors, attitudes, habits, and actions that may keep you from lasting through the darkest periods of this world. And remember, the end is near-ish.